My name's Michael. Michael P. on the forum and in the movement. Familiar with me, but I tell everybody the first step, and really all we can do now, is watch every video you can find, whether it's good or bad. You know, it's like somebody put the time and effort into making it, and it probably is important. Some of the videos that I brought earlier were in the colored cases. Those are the videos that I found out of all the videos that I've watched were, to me, the most impacting, the most powerful, so I converted them from flash into DVD to make sure I could get them into people's homes, rather than, because some people don't want to sit in front of a computer and watch 2-3 hours worth of movies, but they will sit on the couch and watch it on the TV. So if you have something that hit you hard, convert it, get it to DVD. That's all we can do right now. Learn and then teach others what you've learned. That's the whole idea. This movement is about, you know, furthering our humanity, and our humanity is going to grow as long as we keep learning. So that's step one, teach yourself. Step two, teach others, and bug the hell out of everybody.
Hello, I'm Jason, fucking hippie on the forums. Again, yeah, the first step is a very individual step, but do what you can. Sustainability, I mean, we all talk about it, but we need to use less energy and just be an example to others. We have to get to know your neighbors. I mean, so many people don't even know the people that live across the street from them. And for this to work, we have to become closer than we are. This society is entrenched in this notion that you have to be separate from everyone and be this ultimate individual, unique amongst everybody. And sure, everybody's unique, but why does that take precedence over knowing somebody, being, yeah, just getting to know people. That's, like Michael said, after you educate yourself, you have to educate others, and to do that, you have to get to know them first.
Check. Hi, I'm Travis. I operate under the lightworker name Nightlight. I was the main organizer for Z-Day last year in West Lake Center. I am still very active in filling the role of bringing about a better future for the entire planet and all the beacons on it. I have taken a little bit different of a direction, and it's actually something that gives me a little bit of extra insight to the question that was brought up earlier, as far as what do each one of us do to put forth the active effort in reaching the sustainable goal in society. And my response to that is basically do it. There are a ton of options, information out there. There is a lot of innovation and engineering. If you look in the right place, you will find amazing, amazing things. To get back to the point, how can you be sustainable in your day-to-day life? Well, it's really quite simple. Make the effort. And this isn't something that you need to think like, oh, well, I need to sacrifice this and this. No, you just need to find out what solutions there are to reach what goals you have. So, it's all about taking the initiative to go forward.
These are all very, very good points, and I'd like to add to that we have been in the first step for many, 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 many years already. This is not something that's new. This is not something that we just decided to do since Zeitgeist came out. Jacques Fresco's been talking about this for almost half a century.
I think he joined Technocracy in something like 1913.
There you go. So, one of the things we have to realize is that we are actually beginning to lift our feet up and move into the second step. Because the difference today is that we have what's known as the internet. The internet is something that we must protect at all costs. because I invented it. Thing is, we can always consider ourselves looking at this first step, but you know, I'll tell you right now, we are moving into the second step. We are in a step right now where we have actually begun to mobilize. Not just locally, not just how it was in the days of old where, you know, something starts in one city and takes maybe generations to build. Today, since 2007, we have grown from a movement of one guy who was pissed off enough to make a video to almost 500,000 people subscribed. In fact, based on my own trend analysis that I've done, it's probably closer to 600,000 subscribed members globally. And that's over a 1.5 year period. And if anybody here knows about the rule of 8, Ray, and actually the rule of exponentiality, this movement's going to grow. And we are the core. We are the people here that have to learn even more. Just pour into it. Every moment you get. Either that or you can watch a movie. It's up to you. You know, like, I love watching Jessica Alba, just like the next guy. Don't blame me. But that's not going to feed the world. So, in my opinion, I think we've already begun that next step. Number 2, folks, okay? So let's keep moving forward. Do we have any more questions out there? Come on.
On another note, what you said about the internet, and we are lucky to have it. But there's also something that I've become aware of recently, is really profound to me, where the internet has given us the ability to talk globally, talk with everybody around the world. Now, there was a really wise man thousands of years ago who said, one day we will all speak the same language. Now, we don't speak the same language, but we have the ability to do that. So technically, that day that he was talking about is here. And that was Jesus Christ. Now, I don't know if he walked the earth. I like the words that are in the Bible, so I'll defend the Bible as much as I can. But that was one thing that, you know, the internet, there's a lot of things pointing to why this is the time, why it is going to happen. When it says, oh, it's not going to happen, it's a pipe dream. It is a pipe dream. But there's a possibility that can happen, and there's all these things pointing to that right now. You know, the ability to talk and communicate globally. Like, I wasn't even aware of, I wasn't in astrology at all until I saw the Zeitgeist movie, and when Peter pointed out how the stars are working in the times. You know, 2012 is nothing to be afraid of. It's the Mayan calendar restarting. It's a circle. It's got to restart sometime. We're going from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. This is a profound time. A lot of people that say, oh, it's never going to happen in my lifetime. You know what? Guess what? You're lucky to be alive because it is going to happen in your lifetime. That's what's happening right now. It's really cool. A lot of these things didn't even click until I saw the Zeitgeist movies. And then a lot of things started making so much sense. So when people come up to you and say, you know, it ain't going to happen. People have been talking about this stuff for generations. Well, that's fine. It wasn't time 50, 60 years ago. And it may not be time for another 5, 10, even 20 years. But it is going to happen. And, you know, we can either make it happen, or we can do what happened back in the 1300s, or I think it's when it was, and we can go back into a Stone Age. So, anytime somebody comes up to you and tries to break you down, it's really hard. I mean, I deal with this every day, as I'm sure most of you are. It's really hard to keep going when it seems like you're looking at a mountain that is impossible to get over. But just remember all the things pointing to this day. You know, all the way back to Jesus saying one day we're going to speak the same language and things are going to happen. They talked about, who was it? The Nostradamus said there's going to be a web that encompasses the planet. Well, we have the World Wide Web. So a lot of things are pointing to this time right now. And that's what people need to be aware of. You know, when they say it's not going to happen, it can't happen. You know, it is, and it will.